Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the News and Map series. This is episode number 30 and we will try to engage you with all the news that has been there buzzing with us since the last few couple of days with the help of multiple choice questions and visualizing it through the help of maps. So this is the practice question with respect to Danube River that I gave you. Which of the following is the second longest river of Europe and passes through 5 capital cities of Europe? And the longest one we know, of course, is the Volga River. Okay, so here we are talking about the second longest river, that is of course the Danube River, which originates in Germany and then passes through the capitals of Austria, that is Vienna, and then Bratislava of Slovakia, then Budapest of Hungary, Belgrade of Serbia, and Bucharest of Romania. So these are the major capital cities through which the river Danube passes. Alright, let's now move on to our second question, which is with respect to this particular news. Addressing leaders of nations that sit on the Caspian Sea, the Russian president spoke of a truly ambitious project as the centerpiece of Moscow's effort to improve the transport and logistics architecture of the region. Now here we are talking about international north-south transport corridor that will connect Russia and India via, of course, Iran. So here let us see, a person wants to travel from Mumbai, India to St. Petersburg, Russia, primarily using sea routes. Okay, so if a little piece of land comes in between, the person can pass through that as well, but primarily through sea route. Okay, so the correct order of important water bodies here will be Red Sea, North Sea, Mediterranean Sea and Baltic Sea. We have to choose. Let us see that what is it. Now from India, Mumbai, India, the person has to travel to St. Petersburg of Russia. So here, of course, the red line is showing us if the person could have traveled through the land area, but here we have to know the areas of the water bodies. So of course, through the Arabian Sea, here will be the Red Sea. Okay, so Red Sea will come first. Then we will have the Mediterranean Sea. Black Sea is basically surrounded by a lot of land, so we will not take that route. After that, we have the North Sea and then the Baltic Sea. So Red Sea, Mediterranean Sea, then North Sea, and finally we have the Baltic Sea. So Red Sea will be first, then we have Mediterranean Sea, then North Sea, and then Baltic Sea. That is 1, 3, 2, 4. Option B will be the correct answer over here. Moving on to the next set of questions. Let us see the news first. Droughts have long been an issue in Mauritania, but in recent years, rains have been erratic and inconsistent there. That means rain is spread for a short span of time. It is all of a sudden spontaneous, and that is causing droughts to get more exaggerated in Mauritania. So climate change is the reason. This country consists of both Sahara and Sahel region, okay, and it is also a part of the Maghreb region. The Senegal River forms a boundary between this country and the country Senegal. Which of the following countries aptly match the description given? Okay, so we have Gambia, Morocco, Mauritania and Tunisia. From the news we can understand this question was about Tunisia. Now here I present you with the map of Tunisia. It is showing us the Tunisia region consists of Saharan region and Sahelian region both, and it is of course having a border with the disputed territory of Western Sahara. Then you see that this river over here is flowing in a manner that it is presenting a boundary between Mauritania and the country after which Senegal is named, the river Senegal. Okay, and it is also, you see, Mauritania is also a part of the Maghreb region along with Western Sahara, Morocco, Algeria. We also have Tunisia, and of course if we talk about other countries like Libya, these are all a part of the Maghreb region. Okay, so very well we can understand this is the river Senegal. I attached another map for you to see from a broader perspective. And of course remember, this is Gambia, a country which is surrounded by only one country on all sides. Is there any other country apart from Senegal which is surrounded by only one country from all sides? Answer that in the comment segment. So yes, if we talk about the paragraph, it is talking about Mauritania. Okay, Now let's move on to the next set of questions, which is with respect to the news. The center has asked the state governments to take prompt steps for the identification of the illegal Bangladesh migrants staying in India. Okay, very important question could be made for Bangladesh for map based. Consider the following statements with respect to Bangladesh. The Tropic of Cancer passes through exactly the southern region of Bangladesh. Okay, the Brahmaputra River, it enters Bangladesh from the Sylhet division. It has different divisions, right? And Bangladesh has an international boundary with only 2 countries. So we have to see how many statements given above is or are correct. Let us see the map. Now, for Brahmaputra River, you can see this is the Sylhet region. Okay, but the Brahmaputra River is not entering Bangladesh from the Sylhet region, but the, of course, Rangpur division of Bangladesh. So that statement will be incorrect. And here is the map which is showing us that the equator is passing through Bangladesh, not exactly in the south, but very close to the center. Okay, so yes, it is a tidbit in the southern region, but not exactly the southern region. And another question was that it shares its boundary with 2 countries only, that is for sure, the region of Myanmar and of course the country of Myanmar and India. So only you see, only one statement is correct, and that is the third statement. Alright, moving on to the next set of questions. Water flow on the Danube is 1/3 of what it should be at the time of this year. That is why, because Danube River has been so much in the news, that is why I included 2 questions, practice question and of course the current question. You see which among the following countries does not have its capital near the banks of the Danube River. We already solved this question at the beginning, so we must know that through which the Danube River doesn't pass the capitals of these particular countries from. Okay, let us see. Budapest, of course, Hungary's capital. This is the Danube River flowing here. And then Bratislava of Slovakia, Vienna of Austria. But you see, Zagreb of Croatia doesn't have its capital. That means Zagreb is not lying on the Danube River, right? That, of course, makes Croatia to be the correct answer over here. Alright, let us move on and talk about the next set of questions. Now, top Brazilian bankers and businessmen, they issued a letter on Tuesday in defense of Brazil's electronic voting system that has been attacked by a far-right president and warned that the country's democracy was in grave danger. So here we will talk about the country and the continent of South America. Country, Brazil, continent, South America, because South America has been very much in the news lately. So consider the following statements. Brazil shares its borders with all the countries of South America except 3. First statement. Second, in South America, there are 3 countries through which the equator passes. So we have to select which of the above given statement is or are not correct. Okay. So let us see. Yes, this is the map which shows us that Brazil is a country which shares its borders mostly with all the countries of South America, but not, of course, Chile and Ecuador. So earlier it was given that except for 3 countries, Brazil shares a border with every other country of South America, which is not correct, because you see, not 3 but 2 is the correct answer. Alright, so Ecuador and Chile. First statement is not correct. In South America, there are 3 countries through which the equator passes. That is correct. From Ecuador, Colombia and Brazil, the equator passes. So only the second statement is correct and the first is not. So option A is going to be the correct answer over here. Let's move on and talk about the next set of questions. The design for the 500-meter tall parallel structure known collectively as the line in the heart of the Red Sea megacity Neom. Let us see what is it. Now, which of the following countries do not have a border with the Red Sea? Sudan, Lebanon, Djibouti and Eritrea. Let us see. Now, Red Sea borders many countries like Saudi Arabia, we have Yemen as well, we have Djibouti, Eritrea, and of course Sudan, Egypt, and here lies the Sinai Peninsula. But Lebanon is over here. It shares its borders with Mediterranean Sea. So that will be the correct answer over here. Okay, Lebanon is the correct answer. Let us move on and talk about the next set of questions. Turkey's consulate general in the northern Iraqi city of Mosul has been attacked, but there were no reported casualties. First news. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has said Moscow supports Ethiopia's efforts to stabilize its internal political situation. For this, I think we have a paired question. We have to match how many pairs is or are correctly matched. This is actually that particular sort of arrangement that we saw in our in our this year's prelims, right? So feature and country we have to match. Mount Ararat, Armenia; Zagros, Iran; CMN, mountains, that is Ethiopia. Okay. So let us see how many pairs given above is or are correctly matched. With respect to Mount Ararat, it is in the eastern region of Turkey and not Armenia. Armenia is over here. So first pair is not correct. Then comes Zagros mountain. Zagros mountain are over here. That is in Iraq. Okay. Then comes Mount Kenian, that is of course in Ethiopia, in the northwest region of Ethiopia. Okay. So let us see. The correct answer would be only second and third are correct. So only two pairs are correctly matched because Mount Ararat belongs to, of course, Turkey. Okay. Although it is facing Armenia. Moving on to the next set of questions. So US lawmaker introduced a bill to determine the island's status, but how Puerto Rico should pave its path towards decolonization is the root of the debate. And the Montserrat Christian Council has taken a firm stand against the imposition of same-sex marriage in the island. So that again we have a pair question. Match the following pairs correctly. Island, to which the country they belong to. Guadeloupe, USA; Montserrat, Netherlands; Saint Eustatius, UK; Puerto Rico, France. Let us look at our map first and then move on with the answer. So you see, Puerto Rico belongs to US. Okay. Saint Eustatius belongs to Netherlands. Then Guadeloupe belongs to France. These are all the island regions in the Caribbean Sea. And of course, we also had Montserrat, right? That belongs to UK, this one. Okay. So let us see. We have to match the pairs. So Guadeloupe belongs to France. That is A, we have 4. Then comes Montserrat, it belongs to UK, B3. Then Saint Eustatius belongs to Netherlands, C2. And of course, Puerto Rico belongs to USA. 4, 3, 2, 1 is the correct answer. That is option B. The correct answer is there. Okay. Let us move on and talk about the next question, which is with respect to Philippines earthquake. Okay. Such a huge magnitude earthquake, it actually shivered the entire islands of Philippines. Let us see. So Philippines, let us see what we have to consider. The statements with respect to Philippines. Mount Apo volcano is located in the Luzon island of Philippines, because Philippines is a group of islands, Luzon, Mindanao, and many other important, Negro. These are the important islands of Philippines. Luzon is the largest island, while Mindanao is the second largest island of Philippines. Let us see the correct statement. Now here lies Mount Apo in the Mindanao island of Philippines. So it was asked in the question that it is in the Luzon island, but it's not correct. Luzon, yes, is the largest island of Philippines and Mindanao is the second largest. So second statement is correct, but first is not. So 2 only is the correct answer over here. Okay. Let us move on and talk about the next question, which is with respect to NTCA on Tuesday. Questioned the relocation of Ranthambore Tigress T102 to the newly sanctioned Ramghar Vishdari Tiger Reserve in Rajasthan's Bandi a week ago. Let us look at our question. So the question asks us, a person travels in a straight line from Mukundra Tiger Reserve to Pench Tiger Reserve, and then from Pench Tiger Reserve to Panna Tiger Reserve, and then again from Panna Tiger Reserve to Mukundra Tiger Reserve. And the travel route is in such a manner that it makes a triangle. Which of the following tiger reserve will definitely fall within the triangle? Saraska, Kanha, Ranthambore, Satpura. This is an application based question. Let us see. So this here, from Mukundra, the person travels to Pench. Mukundra in Rajasthan to Pench in Madhya Pradesh. Then from Pench Tiger Reserve to Panna in Madhya Pradesh again, and then from again Panna to Mukundra. So it makes a triangle. Then which of the given above tiger reserves will definitely fall within the triangle? That is Satpura. Okay. Satpura is the correct answer over here. Let us move on. Then option D here is the correct answer. Okay. Now let us move on and talk about our next set of questions. The Sardar Sarovar Dam in Narmada district recorded a level of 129.75 meters on Tuesday evening, following heavy inflow of nearly 2.7 lakh cusecs from Madhya Pradesh, increasing nearly 3 meters since Monday when it stood at 126.89 meters. So this is with respect to monsoon, increasing the level of water in the dams. Okay, so let us see what is our question from north to south, that is top to bottom. We have to arrange the following dams: Tehri Dam, Salal Dam, Sardar Sarovar Dam, Hirakud Dam and Bhakra Dam. Let us see the arrangement from top to bottom. First we have Salal Dam, okay, then we have Tehri Dam, then we have Bhakra Dam, then we have Sardar Sarovar Dam, and finally we have Hirakud Dam. Okay, remember their states: Salal Dam, then Tehri Dam, after that Bhakra Dam 215, then Sardar Sarovar, and then Hirakud. I hope this is the correct one. Hirakud comes last, yeah. So 21534 is the correct answer. 21534, option C will be the correct answer over here. Let us move on to the next set of questions. Now the 3 wetlands in Tamil Nadu and one each in Mizoram and Madhya Pradesh have been identified as wetland of international importance by the Ramsar Convention on Wetlands. Now there are 54 Indian wetlands in India. It was earlier 49, and the highest for any country in South Asia. We have the highest number of wetlands in South Asia at 54. Okay, so with that, let us look at our question. A person travels from Sundarban wetlands to the Vembanad coal wetland site in such a manner that they use only the coastline of India's mainland. Okay, and how many coastal wetlands will they come across during the journey, excluding the start and the end point? That means we have to take out the spots of Sundarban and Vembanad coal and then count the number of wetlands, coastal wetlands the person comes through. Okay, let us see. Then yes, here is Sundarban, and then the person shall travel to Vembanad coal. So all the coastal wetlands will be counted in the process. This is as of May 2022. Okay, so let us see. Bhitarkanika mangrove first, then Chilika Lake, then Kolleru, then Point Calumet Wildlife Sanctuary, and of course this is also a wetland, then Sastamkota, then Ashtamudi, and you see Sastamkota is over here and Ashtamudi is also over here. It is very close to each other. Remember which one is north and south of which one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 is the correct answer over here because we had to exclude the start and the end point. Okay, moving on to the next set of questions. A tigress that triggered panic among the local residents in the Kakadamkunu and Vakiri areas near Sultan Bathiri under the South Wayanad Forest Division was captured by the Forest Department from a coffee estate on Wednesday. So for that we have a question. Which among the following is the northernmost wildlife sanctuary of South India? So we have to compare among these ones. Okay, Periyar, Wayanad, Annamalai and Nayyar. Let us see. The question will get answered with the help of this. So here is Wayanad, then Periyar, then Annamalai and then Nayyar wildlife sanctuary. So from amongst these, Wayanad is the northernmost. Okay, the correct answer will be option B. Alright, let us move on to the next question, which is of course the practice question for the next segment. Which of the following states of India share border with Myanmar? Nagaland, Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh. We have to select the correct answer using the codes. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay engaged, and also if you have any constructive feedback, do put it out in the comment segment. Thank you.